All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Hey! White! Hey, Rocket! Keep it skinny! 5-4.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you
try to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. records the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, left, left, left. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Load it. Load it. Hey. On 4.
On third down, Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Load it. Load it. Left, left, left. Load it! Load it! Ready! Check, check. Lucky.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action. Rivers. He'll buy some time right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We got 3. We got 3. Delta!
Throwing Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down the away and bring up second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now Scarborough. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things are pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And oh, he caught it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney! Over!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Load it! Load it!
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
12. White! Hey, left! Get hot!
2nd down, Rivers. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Left! Buffalo wall! Hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey! Hey, Delta! White! Hey, left!
Rivers now on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Let's go. Fight. 5-4. Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
Play action now. Rivers. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
From the red zone now, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And right with it here over the middle. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kendall Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Buffalo Wolf. 5-4.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, hey, hey. Red, red, red.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is Scarborough. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up! We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Buffalo walk.
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Shoot.
From the gun, Rivers. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Bo Scarborough with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. The extra point attempt to follow here. Times the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Let's go.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. Buffalo wall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rivers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket. Buffalo wall.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Rivers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, left.
A first down throw here for Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll let it go deep for... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They give them a gain of 37.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away, because you know most defenses, 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know if kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go orange. Orange. White. 0. Load it. Load it. Done.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
You have to give some credit because he broke some tackles in order to get that big pickup. but maybe it's a little bit more than the lost art of tackling. Reared its ugly head on that play, and the end result, a big-time pickup of yardage.
Play fake, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52's the mic, boy. 52. 5-4. Hey, I want to go load it. Load it. Get hot.
They run with Pumphrey. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
You don't want no problem with me. Hey, hey, hey. Set, 380.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on. Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
12. Hey, I'm going to go
From the gun, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in the... And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Rivers. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
The toss out to Barkley. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Rivers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Rivers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and long for Rivers. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it. Left.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that